The sound of Oxfordshire. David Prever's Breakfast Club.
BBC Radio Oxford.
So, awards season, and it's just nice that it's back with real life fans and people cheering and audiences again. We take it all for granted, but we really shouldn't. And from the Brits to the Academies, the Academy Awards, the British film industry has done well again in the nominations for the 2022 Oscars. Sir Kenneth Branagh, and what an amazing day for him yesterday. His semi-autobiographical film Belfast, shortlisted in several categories. Here's a little bit of the trailer for you.
Mama says if we went across the water, they wouldn't understand the way we talk.
If they can't understand you, then they're not listening. You know who you are, don't you? Your buddy from Belfast, where everybody knows you.
Let's bring in our film fan and friend, James Luxford is back. Hello, James. How are you? Good to speak to you again, my friend. Nice to have you with us. So, great day for Kenneth Branagh yesterday. He tweeted something to the effect of, what a lovely day for my family. This is great news for him, isn't it? Really, really nice.
It really is, and of course, not leading the pack, that goes to The Power of the Dog, Netflix's Western, with 12 nominations. However, there is a sense that this might be a really good year for Belfast and Sir Kenneth Branagh in terms of how people feel about the film. It's a very feel-good movie. It seems to have a lot of momentum in the acting categories that it's nominated in, and also in Best Film. So I think I've got a sneaking suspicion that this might be an audience-friendly pick for the very big awards.
Interesting. Let's just have a listen to this as well. You mentioned The Power of the Dog. Got a little clip here. This leads the field, as you said, with 12 nods.
I wonder what little lady made these.
I did, sir.
A man's made by patience and the odds against him.
For what kind of man would I be if I did not help my mother?
Well, there's not a lot going on there, really, but you get the gist of it, I think. A Netflix film, though, James. This is interesting. Have the Academy finally accepted that you can have a movie on Netflix and that's good enough?
Well, it remains to be seen. I think The Power of the Dog obviously has garnered a lot of nominations, but we've seen this before with films like Roma, which, although it won Best Director, missed out on the bigger awards 3 years ago, and of course, The Trial of the Chicago 7 and Mank got a lot of nominations in the past without really winning any of the major awards. So I don't know. The Academy is obviously in industry awards, and there's still a lot of hesitance towards streaming companies like Netflix in the Academy. So it will be very interesting to see how The Power of the Dog goes. I would put my money on Belfast, and particularly with the Power of the Dog's strongest category, which would be Best Actor for Benedict Cumberbatch for a wonderful performance. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win, but I do think it is Will Smith's year with his movie King Richard.
Do you think the Oscars are as big a deal, James, as they have been for decades? It feels as though they've lost a little bit of credibility over the years, various controversies. Lots over representation of black actors and actresses and so on. And then the pandemic came along and everybody lost interest, it seemed. Is it such a big deal still?
I think it's certainly been dented over the years for the reasons you've just said. It doesn't seem to represent the way we watch movies. There seems to be a divide between the films that do well at the Oscars and the films that do well at the box office. And that continues this year. A lot of movies in that Best Picture category, I'm thinking West Side Story, Nightmare Alley, Licorice Pizza, and others, didn't do that well in terms of what we wanted to see at the cinema. I think really only Dune, which is nominated for Best Picture, is the best in that category in terms of making a lot of money. And it is obviously more about the art than money, but it is a good indicator of what we're going to see. And there seems to be a divide between what just like and what we like.
Good to talk to you again, James. Thank you. Speak soon. And well done to Kenneth Branagh, which is great for him yesterday. You get more of all of that if you're a film fan over on the BBC Entertainment pages. Read all about the nominations and who's up for what at BBC News. All right, 14 minutes to 8. BBC Radio Oxford.
BBC Radio Oxford.